I'm Chad Simmons, Director of Recruiting for On3 Sports. And man, what a wild start to the month of July. Who's next? I think the one that's set as far as On3 consensus 5 stars is Peter Woods. He'll announce later this week. And the finalist, Alabama, Clemson, Florida, and Jackson State. 6 weeks, 2 months ago, you probably get 99% Alabama. But that official visit to Clemson early in June went extremely well for Peter, his family, and the Tigers are very much in this race. I think the biggest surprise right now leading up to this decision is just how tight it is and that there is some confidence in both Tuscaloosa and Clemson. And this will be one to watch. We'll be keeping track of this in the coming days as the decision nears later this week. What other 5 stars could pop this summer? I think one to keep an eye on is number one safety in the country, Caleb Downs. There's no date set. One is likely to happen, I would say, end of July, early in August. He definitely wants to commit this summer. He took official visits to Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, and Notre Dame. Depending on who you talk to and which source I talk to, I think you hear more Alabama, maybe more Georgia, more Ohio State. I was leaning more towards Ohio State maybe a month or so ago, but coming back from the official visits, I like where Alabama and maybe Georgia sit a little bit slightly better than Ohio State right now. Again, I think it's a 3-team race between 3 power programs in Alabama, Georgia, and Ohio State. One guy I'm hearing more buzz about potentially committing this summer is Jaylen Brown, 5-star receiver, Miami Gulliver Prep. Took official visits to LSU and Michigan in June. I've heard if a decision is made sooner rather than later, that Miami has some momentum here. We know about what they're doing at Miami. Jaden Rashad, Malagoa, Riley Williams. There's a lot of buzz. Jaden Wayne committing here soon. They're trending there as well. So Jaylen Brown being a hometown local talent. If you want to bet on the outside the state school, I lean towards LSU. But if I had to make a pick right now, I like where Miami's at with Jaylen Brown. Again, nothing set, no lock to commit this summer, but I think that started to cross his mind and be discussed in the Jaylen Brown camp. Richard Young obviously took 5 official visits in the month of June, was busy from Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Alabama, Oregon, and Georgia. I've said for months, and I still feel this way, Alabama's in a great spot. I still think Bama is clearly the team to beat. They've made him feel like a top priority. He's been there a couple of times in recent months. He feels very good around that coaching staff. He loves Robert Gillespie, the running backs coach. Nick Saban obviously speaks for himself and what he's done there. Keep an eye on Oregon, though. I think Oregon, the official visit, I think definitely had an impact on his recruitment. I'm not ready to say Oregon's right there with Alabama, but I do think I would say Oregon maybe surpassed Georgia as the number 2 school right now for Richard Young. Another guy to keep an eye on this summer is 5-star Mateo Uiagalelei. I think he's a guy that potentially could commit, over the summer late. But right now I would lean towards him taking his recruitment into the season. He took official visits to Ohio State, USC, and Oregon. I'm hearing he still wants to take an official to Alabama, likely at some point early to mid-season to get one more look at Tuscaloosa. Right now, I think he leaves the state. I think Oregon and Ohio State are the 2 schools trending. USC still very much in the picture. Oregon very much in play. Loves Dan Lanning, Tosh Lupoi, what they're doing there in Eugene. But if I had to pick a favorite right now to land Mateo, I would pick Ohio State because of Larry Johnson, the resume, and just how they've connected with not just Mateo, but the people around him as well. Again, numerous 5 stars out there still uncommitted. We'll see at least a couple more come off the board this summer. So stay tuned to On3 for the latest in recruiting.